that will cook.
If you don't know the difference, what's the difference? That's a sequence of 9 words. Now, if you keep 4 of those original words and then add 2 new ones, then you get the sequence, you don't know what you're missing. Now, both of these sequences echo the same sentiment, which is, you're probably not eating enough hot sauce. Guess what we're making today? I know why you're not eating it. It's painful. But you gotta love the pain. Embrace it for what it is. An intense and inescapable burning sensation in the mouth, the tongue, and the lips. But after a while, you might notice that you actually have started to feel pretty good in the body. A warm glow may have spread throughout your extremities, and that burning sensation that you felt in your mouth and tongue and lips has given way to this deeper feeling of gratification. I implore you, cast aside your hesitations and join me for something better. This is going to be a Lacto Fermented hot sauce, using an assortment of brightly colored little bastards that are sure to ruin your day if hubris gets the better of you. But first, we got to do a little taste test to understand what we're working with. As I suffer, let me tell you about the mechanism that governs the degree of sadism in each pepper. It's called capsaicin, and it is what causes that feeling of hot, scalding pain. The way it works is actually pretty cool. In a nutshell, the capsaicin molecule has a shape that fits snugly into our TRPV1 receptors. These receptors are responsible for detecting heat, and so what the capsaicin is doing is it's actually chemically mimicking a physical sensation. Additionally, capsaicin is fat soluble, so that's why water won't help if you find yourself in over your head. Dairy products such as milk and yogurt provide minor relief due to a protein called casein, which occurs in dairy products, and it binds to the capsaicin, which in combination with its suspension in the milk fat can ease the pain. Unfortunately for me, I just ran out. Now that we've done our due diligence, let's make the sauce. For this recipe, I'm using peppers of varying degrees of heat, but all with bright, fruity flavors. This sadistic deviant had me convinced that I was melting from the bottom up and the inside out. This one was somewhat defanged after the last one, but very nice fruity flavor. Same with this one, not very spicy at all after the previous 2, but very sweet. Scotch Bonnets have a special place in my heart, as they're the peppers that give jerk dishes their idiosyncratic magic. Then, chop off the cheeks, taking care to leave behind the ribs and seeds, as this is where most of the capsaicin is. For this fermentation project, you're going to want to make it 3% brine. What that is 3% of the total weight of both the water and peppers in salt. Once you calculate that using this formula here, then just weigh your salt and mix it into your water. Make sure everything is submerged. If any of the vegetable matter is exposed to air, then you run the risk of harmful bacteria contaminating your fermentation, and then you're just going to have to start again. Cover it with something permeable, such as a paper towel secured by a rubber band. And then mark the date as well so you don't forget about it. After 1 to 2 weeks, the liquid should be cloudy and your peppers will be fermented. Next, strain the peppers from the brine, but don't throw it away. Then put your peppers in a blender, adding some splashes of brine to get the right consistency, plus for some extra fermented tang and saltiness. See, even after a week of fermenting, the peppers, they still have some fight in them. Add a pinch of sugar for balance and some white vinegar for sharpness. For extra flavor, saute some shallots and garlic on a low heat so they caramelize, and then add that. This will also create a silky texture because the oil will emulsify as it blends. Pour it into some kind of authentic looking dollar store jar with sealing capacity, and get some nice spoony texture shots for credibility. There are many famous pairings of hot sauce and something. Lucciola and pizza, Frank's hot red sauce and chicken wings, Asbasco and the gentle application of a cool wet towel. But for this bright and fruity hot sauce, I'm going with a ripened plantain, medallioned and maillarded in some coconut oil.
Then simply garnish with some diagonally sliced green onions and cilantro for freshness and greenness.
Okay, everybody, let's try this. This hot sauce is exactly what it needs to be. It's fruity, spicy, it's got a silky smooth texture from that aromatic oil that we drizzled in there as it was blending, and it emulsified, got this lovely texture. It's well balanced from the sugar and the vinegar, and it's not lethally hot because the fermentation process somewhat defanged those feral peppers. Well, that's it. I've learned a valuable lesson today, that when pleasure and pain are intertwined, absolutely nothing can go wrong. And as always, do what you love because nobody cares and it doesn't matter.